My friends, and welcome to another edition of Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Monday, the 18th day of February in the year of our Lord 2019. Remember Ferguson, Missouri, and the hands up, don't shoot narrative that came out destroying the career and life of a white police officer? When the truth came out, finally, the media fell silent, not one apology or anything, and they moved on to the next story while the police officer's ruined life went on, with no justice for him, no punishment to the media for the lies that they told to ruin the man. They never learned and are still doing it. Take the latest. The claim was horrifying, but from the beginning, some believed that aspects of the alleged January 29th hate crime against Empire actor Jussie Smollett didn't quite add up. As the days passed, information continued to be revealed that raised questions regarding whether the attack really happened or not. If his claims are false and the whole thing was indeed a hoax, the actor may face time behind bars, as the Daily Mail reported. Filing a false report to the police in the state of Illinois is considered an act of disorderly conduct and is a Class 4 felony, the outlet said. That means that anyone found guilty could face between 1 and 3 years in prison. WBBM reported Saturday night, citing anonymous sources familiar with the investigation, that the two brothers who were questioned by police on connection with the incident may have rehearsed the attack with Smollett days prior. The brothers were paid $3,500 before leaving for Nigeria and were promised an additional $500 upon their return. WBBM wrote, citing those anonymous sources. And of course, anonymous sources are always the way to go, isn't it? The sources also claim Smollett asked one of the brothers to buy the rope used in the attack and even paid for it himself. The rope reportedly came from a hardware store in Ravenswood neighborhood of Chicago. Sources said one of the brothers held the rope and poured bleach while the other wore a plain red hat and yelled slurs at Smollett. WBBM reported. The sources may say that the red hat was brought up at an uptown beauty supply store and that the attack was supposed to have happened before January 29th. Police now want to interview Smollett again regarding the alleged attack. Smollett, meanwhile, put out a statement through his attorneys denying that the incident was a hoax. As a victim of a hate crime who has cooperated with the police investigation, Jussie Smollett is angered and devastated by recent reports that the perpetrators are individuals he is familiar with, the statement read. He has now been further victimized by claims attributed to these alleged perpetrators that Jussie played a role in his own attack. Nothing is further from the truth, and anyone claiming otherwise is lying. That was the report. One of those purported suspects that was Jussie's personal trainer, who he hired to ready him physically for a music video, the statement continued. It is impossible to believe that this person would have played a role in the crime against Jussie or would falsely claim Jussie's complicity. Jussie and his attorneys anticipate being further updated by the Chicago Police Department on the status of investigation and will continue to cooperate. At the present time, Jussie and his attorneys have no inclination to respond to the unnamed sources inside the investigation, but will continue discussions through official channels, the statement concluded, according to the Daily Mail. And now, to remove the liberal blindfold, folks, it's worth remembering that the moment news broke about the alleged hate crime carried out against Smollett, celebrities and politicians on the left jumped on the bandwagon and treated the entire thing as if it was complete fact and everything was already known. Same as when Ferguson happened, and we were all inundated with that stupid hands up, don't shoot narrative that we heard for days on end until the truth came out. Then you could hear the crickets chirping with the silence from the media as they regrouped for the next sensational story that they would break, with no desire to wait for the truth to come out before making their judgments. Even politicians got in the act, like Pelosi, who tweeted her sympathy for Jussie Smollett, only to later delete it. Cory Booker felt silent after calling Smollett attack a lynching amid new developments. And then, of course, There was the developing story of a man who is accused of pulling a gun on a couple wearing a MAGA hat. That is exactly what happened with Smollett. Whether the media reported was what the media reported was true or not, when the truth of this finally does come out, and if it doesn't support what they were in such a hurry to rush in and judge, the silence from them will be deafening as they regroup to hit someone else with a sensational story that they judge before the facts come out, destroying another life in the process, never to be called on the carpet for what they do. Destroying the lives of people they judge before facts come out doesn't matter. The hypocrisy of the left shines brightly in their rush to judgment and their run to scoop a story. To hell with the facts, to hell with the lives they are destroying by doing it. The narrative is all that matters to them. People's lives don't, only the scoop. Hopefully, one day soon the media will go back to reporting facts instead of the incessant need to be the first to scoop and destroy. Thank you, Joseph, for being here. And we are here to push the facts that the liberal mainstream media leaves out. Facts that change the story from what is right to what the left wants, which is never right anymore. Truth, justice, and the American way are the continuing casualties in everything that the left stands for, and the American people need to learn that. God bless America. God bless our troops. And as always, we will not be ruled. Have a safe and blessed day.